Hello and welcome to the Real-esteem Podcast. This is Marriage Mondays, February the 10th, 2020. Today we ask the question, why do you love your spouse? Stay tuned. Okay, this is February the 10th. Everybody knows what's coming up. Valentine's Day. It's right around the corner. I believe it's this Friday. And we have to prepare, right? Well, the question today, or the topic today, is why do you love your spouse? And I want to preface that question with, why do we not spend more time doing things for each other throughout the year as opposed to trying to pile it all on just birthdays, Valentine's Day, anniversaries, and Christmas? I mean, what about all those times in between? What about those gaps? And I'm guilty. Sometimes I forget. We get into the mundane routine of constantly taking care of different things around the house, working our businesses or jobs, just continuously having something to do and making time for our spouses and doing things that are just special, out of the ordinary, even quirky. We have to be responsible and intentional about doing that. And sometimes we get caught up in what we're doing and we forget. We feel good about what we're accomplishing, but if you leave that portion out, your marriage will struggle because you'll have questions and wondering, why does my spouse love me? Or how do you love me? Or what are you doing to love me? So today, we're just going to cover real briefly 1 John 4:15 through 19. Verse 15 says, whoever confesses that Jesus is the Son of God, God abides in him, and he in God. Verse 16 says, so we have come to know and to believe the love that God has for us. God is love, and whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. So if he is love, then that should pour out of us in everything that we do. When we're trying to cook breakfast in the morning or dinner at night, or trying to help clean up the house, trying to take care of the kids, take them to certain games or practice, sometimes giving our wife a break or vice versa, working things out so that your husband has a peaceful moment, and he's not focused on working on something, or just taking him out. A lot of times it really, once you're married, you realize that it is a two-way street, and you have to work hard to keep things going between you in a good perspective, because you have so many challenges that try to distract and interrupt your time together. So you have to make every moment exciting that you can. Every opportunity you have to really try to take advantage of them. And we're all guilty of missing opportunities and missing moments. But if you know that God is love, then your heart towards that individual, your spouse, is going to give you a multiplicity of ideas. God does not lack ideas of things that you can do to surprise your wife, or blow your husband's mind, or change the expectations we have. That we can do a lot of things, little simple things, little sticky notes around the house to remind your spouse that you care about them. There's all kinds of things you can do, little texts that you send. Just sometimes that helps people get through the day or the week, knowing that their spouse is thinking about them. But sometimes, like I said, we get caught up in the minutia of life and just moving forward and trying to accomplish this and accomplish that. But if you don't accomplish it with your spouse, it gets really difficult when it comes time for you to want to spend time with them, because you haven't put the time in, and we're putting priority of other things before that, and we can't do that. We have to really be patient. So if God shows love in everything that he does, we should too, and we should put priority of our spouses over our kids, over our job, over the responsibilities that we have at the church. Our wives really do come before almost everybody else outside of God, and we have to make sure we do that and are intentional about it. The rest of the scripture says, by this is love perfected with us, so that we may have confidence for the day of judgment, because as he is, so also are we in this world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love it casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love. We love because God first loved us. So if we know God cares about us, we know if he took out time to just save us and deliver us and change our hearts about different things, help us to forgive people who hurt us, and help us to forgive ourselves for the people we've hurt, then we have this opportunity in a marriage to always show respect, show honor, show love. Let your good character come out in everything that you do for your spouse. Don't just take Valentine's Day as the opportunity to do that. Spend times outside of that to show your spouse that you're thinking about them, that you care about them, that they're valuable, that you love that they're the mother or the father of your children, that you love how they focus on helping people and spending time giving of themselves. You have to let them know that they are great to you. They're awesome to you. They mean a lot to you. Sometimes that helps a person remain confident. It helps a person get through their drama, their life situations. It helps them become stronger. Everybody needs encouragement. And in a marriage, you need to be able to encourage one another at every opportunity that you have, because you never know when that's your last opportunity. So make sure you don't just focus on Valentine's Day. Focus on every day that you have an opportunity to say, I love you. I hope you got something out of this today. Be blessed, grace, and peace.